MTN South African Chief Executive Zunaid Bulbulia has been replaced by Ahmad Farroukh, and that's happened with immediate effect. Nadim Mohamed from First Avenue is our go-to man on matters of telecoms. He's on the line to just give us some insight. Immediate effect. Usually, Nadim, that means something strange has happened. Do you think there's developments behind the scenes here?
Good day, Alec, and thanks for having me on the show. MTN didn't give any reasons besides saying that it was part of their strategy to regularly rotate key talent across the organization. But, it is really too short in Zunaid's term as CEO of South Africa for it to be, a typical rotation. I think he started in May last year, so he's been in the job for just over a year. And, what you've seen is MTN grossly underperformed Vodacom over this period. And it looks like not only have they underperformed, the level of underperformance has been accelerating. So if you look at just the last 2 quarters, Vodacom eked out a small gain in revenue, whereas it looks like MTN's got somewhere to the tune of like a 6% decline. And we'll see next week exactly how big that decline is in South Africa.
Wow. So somebody's had a look at those numbers, not just, someone on the board, and has said we need to shake things up a little.
I think so, and what actually happened when Cell C started with the price competition, MTN tried to look the other way and not react, and that was the first mistake. And Vodacom was smart in that they tried to give more value to the customers while still sort of managing the elasticity and keeping ARPUs at similar levels, and that's helped them, and they've retained their customers. Whereas with MTN, and all of a sudden, the amount of share they were losing, especially in the prepaid market, started to increase. And you saw this knee-jerk reaction with the 79-cent deal, a few months ago. And that's really the wrong strategy, because to compete purely on the price is not going to work if you look at case studies where this kind of interconnect-driven competition takes place. And I think Zunaid just maybe hasn't reacted the right way. So they got in Ahmad Farroukh, who's been the CEO of Nigeria in the past, and he's seen this kind of competitive environment, and maybe will react a bit better to this kind of situation. And I think what the things he'll be doing will be similar to Vodacom, managing the value offered to the customer, looking at things like infrastructure sharing to reduce the cost structure. Those would be the right thing to do if you're the number 1 or 2 operator in this kind of a competitive environment.
But Zunaid Bulbulia has actually been promoted a Group Chief Operating Officer. That's what it looks like. Why would he be promoted for this? Well,
I think it's more of a shuffle. I think they've got a problem in South Africa, and they need somebody with the right experience. Because South Africa for a long time has been a duopoly type environment. You need somebody who's got experience in this kind of competitive environment to get them out of the woods in South Africa. And if you look at Vodacom, they very much leverage the Vodafone experience in places like India. They brought in skills from that part of the world to decide how best to react to the environment here. So I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get somebody from another market, which was more competitive, like Nigeria, to come and make the right strategic moves here.
Nadim Mohamed is with First Avenue, and it makes a lot of sense. Zunaid Bulbulia was CFO, in other words, the financial officer before he became CEO of South Africa. So